Hello, everyone. So very lovely to be with you. So let's welcome ourselves, not from the past, not as a storyline, but presence welcoming itself. This very beautiful presence, this still, quiet, open, available, loving presence. So you say yes to everything, everything which appears to you in this moment, a complete yes. No holding back, nothing being protected, safeguarded, not trying to get anywhere or to achieve anything. It's this radiant presence. So the mind comes to stillness, it's gone. And the sound of this voice resonates in the silence, in the stillness, like an echo. When you disappear, presence remains. So you are empty-handed, but the heart is completely open and full. Awareness is shining. So perfect. Nothing is lacking. That is your true self, the awakened self. Without any borders, beyond any description. You are that. Peace, this transparency, pure presence. and no one is doing anything. You don't need to go anywhere to be yourself. You don't need to do anything to be yourself. The formless self, the eternal self, not the imaginary one, which is the product of mind. It is effortless. You need to make an effort to be somebody, to carry the past. To interpret your experience using the past. You need effort to improve your body, mind. But peace is effortless. Love, beauty, the bliss of being. That's effortless. When you cannot have the effortlessness, at the same time be embroiled in the mind, trying to fix your old traumas, to a certain extent, you need to have a certain maturity in order to abide as the peace. You have to come to the understanding that you cannot maintain the impression of guilt and victimhood, and at the same time have the maturity to rest as presence. There are two different conversations. Trauma belongs to the person. All body minds know to various degrees trauma. All body minds to various degrees have been victimized. But we don't need to remain there. All body minds have registered the past, but we don't need to remain embroiled in the body mind stuff. At some point, we transcend all that stuff. We acknowledge the trauma, but we let go of the self-definition of abandonment, neglect, abuse. Otherwise, you remain in the mind dealing with this stuff. You have to take a step out of the cage. To let that be for what it is, and not make it your lifelong career. Because you have other business to tend to. Which is to wake up to true self, as this aware presence. Some past memories and old sensations and patterns may appear, but we can deal with them as images on the screen, not as personal problems that we have to resolve. Because then we become a problem solving, trying to improve the person. Instead, remain not knowing rather than knowing, knowing your past. Remain not knowing. Because not knowing is open. It's an openness. Everything appears in this openness, and it doesn't need to be classified and managed. Allow it to dissolve in the same manner that it manifested. Like the light of the day, how it shines of its own. There is nothing you need to do. Feeling guilty about the past, or blaming others, oneself. It's too much dust, too much mind, too much me and him and her. Too much noise. I'm right. She's wrong. Why did this happen to me? All of that doesn't mean much when it comes to being. We have to be willing to drop the stories. The contractions in the body take a longer time, but there's no rush. It will dissolve. Actually, the moment we are open, everything dissolves in that moment of openness. So openness is the absolute yes. There's no discrimination in openness. There are no filters. It's peace and love. They're synonyms of openness. It's not something that we do. It is that which is and that which we are. So always move in that direction, not backwards, in the direction of the light, the peace, the freedom, the happiness. which is our true self, our home, our true home. We don't need to leave our true home. In order to become somebody, somebody who is healing or not healing. All of that is mind. Because you are not somebody. Sometimes we believe being somebody is significant. It's just the opposite. Pure being is not being somebody, it's being nobody. Or being everybody, everybody and everything. Nobody and nothing, and everybody and everything. So that's the freedom. The freedom from the past, from the future. So that the mind is quiet, silent, a silent mind, and open heart. What could be better than that? So be clear about what you want. So you don't get distracted by the mind. when you are seriously interested in truth, and then all the sages of all the times are there available to guide you. Okay, so if you have any questions, anything that you would like to discuss, to explore, to share. Hello, Holger.
Yes, hello Maggie. Um, Silent mind, open heart. I mean, this was such a beautiful, is such a beautiful, it's just so beautiful. I just want to share this, and I deeply resonate with this piece. And sometimes I just wonder this effortlessness. I remember effortlessness, but then I also observe like resistance, like a fear. It's just interesting. It's not as a problem, but it just arises and then I can relax again. But it's just interesting to me how there is this kind of resistance to accept or to embrace this effortlessness.
So, because the fear is the fear of disappearance, the fear of death, the fear of ending.
Yeah,
But only that which can end ends, that which is beyond ending never ends. So we have to get on board with that. We have to be willing to say yes to that which is meant to end, and we're available for that ending. I am available for the ending of whatever ends. So the illusion of me, my ego, my personal self, my history, my story, I'm completely available for that ending. That's the position that truth lovers take. Yes, so it's like the fear. Yeah, no problem. Bring it on. Here I am. Here I am. I'm ready, available for that ending, for that death, the death which is true birth. The real birth is the death of that stream of mind, the me mind, the stream of the me mind, which is just so turbulent, and yet it wants to protect itself, it wants to maintain itself, and we somehow in our ignorant phase believe that it's really important to maintain that, to safeguard this me. But there is wisdom and understanding. and the wisdom about that which is mind, the dreams of children, and that which is not. So yes, we do like our toys. We don't want to let them go, but the children, they have to grow up, you see. So, okay, we may for a while feel, oh my goodness, where is that little toy that I used to enjoy? It made a really nice sound, it made a nice lights. But that's really just a little memory may arise here and there. So we have to be available for that death and go towards it. Say, okay, you're taking one step towards me, I'll take 10 steps towards you. Fear is it's tool. It's the way it is trying to maintain you as somebody.
Thank you, Magdi. It's beautiful, it's precious, and yeah, effortless.
Our true nature is effortless. Reality is effortless. Love is effortless. Because there's nobody, in fact, that is doing any effort outside of your imagination.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're trying to fix something that's unfixable. Let it break in pieces. Because our true nature doesn't break in pieces. Nothing can affect the peace of being. We don't need to wait, you see. Kill me now. Why later? What's the point of later? I mean, why later? But is something better later? Now, let's do it now. We hold on, we hold on. Listen, we hold on. Why hold on? Hold on to what? What for? For what purpose? What are we holding on to? It's all fleeting. When you wake up, where are all your dreams gone? Right? So you wake up and you stay awake.
Without doing anything. Just the knowing.
Yeah. It's a self-knowing. It's the self-knowing itself. You know You know you are. You don't need an explanation, a mind rendition, or a narrative. You know you are. You can't know from the mind. You know, the thoughts do not know. But you know. You know you are. But the mind wants to know what we are. Oh, we are this and that and that and that and that. I'm good, I'm better, I'm. That's so much trouble, so much noise. It's exhausting.
Tell me about it.
Please tell me about it. Right. So much work. What for?
Oh,
It's better to do something fun, swimming or riding the bike or going for a walk. But tranquil, the mind is tranquil. Because if you're in a very beautiful place, sitting by a lake, and the mind is spinning, no.
thank you, Magdi. Thank you for thank you for doing all those satsangs, and it's amazing. It's beautiful.
I do what I love to do. And
And nothing is really more important.
once you recognize that, that's a very good recognition. It's an important recognition. Nothing is more important than presence, than being, than peace, the peace of being. Absolutely. Well, we spend 90% of our time being busy in the mind and the world.
Yeah.
On Sunday, we go to church or whatever, or Friday or whatever, depending, or Saturday to the mosque, whatever, you know. No, it's the other way around. We don't let go of that which we love. Which is peace, presence, awareness. Not the busyness of the mind. But we live our life doing things for me or my tribe or my family or my it's always, how would you expect if you spend most of your time into the me doing things for me to find the peace? Because the me is unsatiable. It's just a movement, exhausting. exhausting sense of me, ego.
And even the words me and misery are so closely related in sound. Yeah. But I spent so many decades being unhappy. I mean, it's fascinating. And just to relax and to just, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's not a problem.
yeah, right. Okay, it's all behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just an old
not a
story.
big, yeah, old story.
Because in this moment, what are you? Are you anything of the past in this moment? Just this open field of being, presence. I don't know words to describe it, of course, but that's it. It's complete openness. We don't need to wiggle our way out of that. We don't need to. What for? To go to the past so many years, this and that. Isn't this good? Isn't it good just being? So in being, we are one, and all is well. So the tranquility of being, the peace of being, right? It's perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, right? It's perfect.
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit too good to be true.
It's too good to be true. And I love you.
Yeah. Yeah, really, experientially, everything is perfect. It's just when you go into the conceptual part, then
What for? Why
there's
do
the
you go? Why you
yeah,
want? Yeah,
no, I don't need to.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
like, like an addict in a way, like
Uh-huh,
being addicted.
uh-huh. Be addicted to happiness, to peace and
Yeah,
happiness and beingness. That's a better addiction.
simplicity. Thank you.
Anybody? Anything?
I'll share. My name is John. I'm acting.
Hey, John.
Um, um, I want to share a couple of things. the first thing in what you shared earlier, it's interesting that I was open to things, but also things seem to be, even the words, it seemed overwhelming. And I try to let go of that because I just listen, and whatever resonates and comes through somehow will come through. I'm not gonna.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. That's the mind stuff too. Is trying to get it all and
Let that go. Don't worry about the mind. The mind, it's not about the mind, but
yeah, and then trying to become it or trying to get there, and I
the
can't.
mind only complicates things. Only complicates.
Yeah, and well, I say yeah, but my mind goes, it goes, and but I observe it. No, I know it.
Let it go.
Let
Not
it go.
let it spin, let it go.
Oh, I see. Let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Go ahead and go.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy travels.
Happy travels.
Yeah.
I'll call you, don't call me.
Yeah. That's, humor is good.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So we can just be without the mind. Just to be. You be like children.
Maggie, when you say that, though, I say it doesn't well, maybe I could say there's a resistance there or something. There's just something there that says that it's not either. I'm going to try to think of word. I don't know the best. It's not so easy. It's not.
Just a minute ago, we were talking about the mind. Go, right? We said go, right? But you still, it looks like it's still in the room a little bit,
It is in the room, but isn't there?
It's still in the room. It's
why do
it's raising its finger. It has an opposition. I have an argument, Your Honor. Let me look through my archives and find the argument.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean,
what argument can you have in vis-a-vis just peace and being, the peace of being? Just a moment of peace.
That I don't have an argument. I don't think I have.
Inner.
I mean, it's easier for others to probably see it that I have an argument, but I don't have an argument with just peace. I mean, in other words,
that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just peace, the simple peace of being.
Like today. Today I came out of
like now, not like today. Now.
Like now.
Not today, not today. Now you're going into the past. Now. If you're going to the past, you're going into the mind. Now. Peace now.
Okay.
Yes.
Peace now, but
simple. Very simple. But. Okay, but
yeah.
What happened? What happened? But what? What happened yesterday? Tell me. Okay, go ahead.
No, not about yesterday. It's but right now. But what it sounds like, and yes, it is to the mind. What it sounds like is that's fine. Peace now, okay? And yes, there can be peace now because there just is. Without the mind, there can be peace now. However, the mind does operate, and it does need to make a next move. It does need to eat dinner. It does need to do this.
Wait. Okay, we need to make a distinction between the practical aspects in life and the psychological aspects in life. When I say the mind, I'm not talking about cooking dinner.
Okay.
Talking about the psychological aspect, that which interferes with the peace. Because
Okay.
making pasta or going shopping for dinner doesn't interfere with the peace.
Okay. That which interferes with the peace. That's a good statement for me. It resonates. That which interferes with the peace.
We don't need that which interferes with the peace. Of course, we need to take care of the body mind.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when that raises its finger, the mind saying, yes, but,
Oh yeah,
why
sure.
yesterday this and that happened, and etc.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah. Mine would be more in the future, but in the future, that's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, well, in a way, I wanted to share this experience, and maybe it's nothing, whatever, but it was something for me because it seemed to. I know the words aren't going to be the best. It brought peace. Peace is already there, and all that. But today, when I got out, that's what I was trying to share. When I got out of the store, I had an interaction with somebody in the store, and I was fine, but they were trying to help me. They were trying to really help me to do something with the register and do this and that, as a self-register. But they seemed irritated too that I did something, and other people would, it's not good or whatever I did on the machine. And I said I have trouble seeing. But anyway, she seemed irritated, but then she also seemed she was trying to help. And I told her I was very appreciative of her helping and stuff like that. And anyway, that went by, and she eventually smiled and stuff like that. And that was a happy moment. And then I went out, and when I was going home, I felt this irritation. And yet I also, at the same time, remembered watching a video of you talking to somebody and talking about coming from consciousness, coming from consciousness rather than the me or yourself. Oh, it was the mountain one. The mountain is not over there. And that resonated. And so I was trying that, and also what you told me last week, I think, was that you view I, the big, I, presence views the thoughts, feelings, sensations, yada, yada, yada. And somehow the anxiety that was coming up, I don't know where it came from. Well, I know where it came from. It was future thoughts. And so the anxiety came up, and those thoughts came up, and I tried doing that, which is counterintuitive for me. Is not coming from the body mind, but coming from presence or consciousness. And then I could see, somehow I knew that the anxiety was a process within the body and the mind. And the body and the mind was also, I was viewing.
Yes.
And because I was viewing everything, and because, I guess the long story short is that the anxiety was less. I could let it go in the body, and it was less. I don't know if it would have been more or not, but usually it is. And the thoughts stopped. Right. And usually those would go on, and they catch on, like, as Holger said, addictive wise, and or at least habitually, or habit. And
when you remain as presence, and there is something arises on the screen, you're viewing it, you're sensing it, whatever is happening in the body, in the mind.
Yes. Yes.
You remain as you are. You remain as you are, right?
Yes.
Because nothing is happening to you. The you, that which is viewing, the perceiving element, nothing is happening to the perceiving element. And it's, yes, as it has been demonstrated to you, that it's a different relationship. It self-appears, it hangs in the space a little bit in the body, and then it's sort of all is well. We're not working with it, trying to fix it, blame it, adjust it. Yeah, that's very good. So So that tool is available to you,
Yes.
and so good. You're using it. It's working for you. Wonderful. So that's
Yeah.
part of your arsenal. This is part of the tools that you have available to you. You see?
Yes. I had calmness for like, well, up until now, even. Or I'm not saying I'm not having calmness now, but it's but I did, and you know, there are things that and so I realized that okay, that's there, but it's not quite. It is still there is this like I can't be this consciousness, you know. The mind comes in, okay, you know, the mind comes in, but I let it go. I still let that go too. It's like clouds floating by, you know. That's a thought, you know. I let it go, you know. But it does seem there's always this thing that wait a minute, you know. This is like disassociating or something, you know. This is something.
Wait. You just described how a certain let's call it a negative emotion arose for you, and you viewed it. You did not do any dissociation. You viewed it, you perceived it, and you remained as the viewing element, the viewing aspect, meaning as presence, which is it's not something you do, it's what you are. You are this presence, right? And you notice that this emotion, this contraction, dissolved and was replaced by peace. And you're finding a problem with that? You're finding a problem with that?
No, it wasn't a problem with that, Magdi. It was a problem with that. It's actually a fear. It's a fear that says you're either deluding yourself or
so you're finding a problem with it. You're saying,
yeah, I am finding a problem with it. Yes,
because you're right. You are. You're having a right-on experience. All is well. I'm experiencing the peace, and now you're going, oh well, maybe I'm deluding myself, or am I just for real? So you're finding a problem with peace. So okay, now I encourage you, okay, to really appreciate the peace. All right. So just I know I got you about I heard what you said about the problem or whatever, you know. What I'd like you to replace it is with appreciation.
I texted somebody,
huh?
Maggie. I texted somebody and I told them about it. And I said, because they wouldn't understand the non-duality stuff, but I said, I could have said peace, but I said, I've had an hour of calmness, you know, and I said, I appreciate the break.
Good.
You know.
So go to the appreciation, be grateful for it, and that's gonna be your path. Okay. So whenever you have experience like that, you're gonna go with the appreciation and you're gonna hang out with appreciation. It's, oh wow, like you know, enjoyment, celebration, appreciation, gratitude. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna let me do that. All right. Thank you, Magdi.
All right, John. All right. Anybody? Okay, so thank you all. Very lovely to be with you. So, Glenda, good to see you, Glenda. Holger, John.
Thank you, Magdi.
Yes, John. Ange. Hello, Ange. Shelley. Hello, Nathan.
Hello.
You, Nathan. Elena. Hello, Elena. Hi. Lynn. Hello, Lynn. And Dutch. Hello, Dutch. Good to see you. And Jackie is riding her horse. Hello, Jackie. Shiva. Salut, Shiva. And my sweet Tara. Thank you all. Very lovely to be with you.
Thank you, Maggie.
Thank you, Magdi, for a beautiful time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Wonderful. Thank you.